Drug smugglers are even using submarines to bring millions of dollars worth of cocaine into the continent from South America.
Our world has borne witness to countless instances of ingenious smuggling attempts. The quest to bypass laws, customs, and regulations has led many individuals into devising unusual and sometimes audacious strategies to transport illicit goods across borders. This narrative illuminates the 15 smartest smuggling attempts ever recorded in history. Prepare to be astonished by the lengths people have gone to outsmart law enforcement agencies worldwide. Number 1. The Great Narcotic Submarine Adventure. In the annals of innovative smuggling methods, the use of a submarine to transport narcotics stands out. The ingenuity behind this endeavor demands recognition. Dubbed the Great Narcotic Submarine Adventure, this daring escapade began in Colombia, a notorious hub for drug production and trafficking. In July 2019, a custom-built semi-submersible narco-submarine was intercepted by U.S. Coast Guard authorities in the eastern Pacific Ocean. Carrying over 17,000 pounds of cocaine, worth an estimated $232 million, this was no amateur operation. The submarine was an engineering marvel. It could travel long distances while remaining 90% submerged, reducing its visible and radar profile to nearly nothing. These narco-submarines, usually built in the heart of the Colombian jungles, are primarily constructed with fiberglass over a wood frame to decrease their magnetic signature and evade sonar and radar. Equipped with a small periscope and air intake pipes, they barely break the water surface when moving. The process is so well honed that constructing one takes about 3 months and costs up to $1 million, a sum quickly recouped given the potential haul value. The crew, usually consisting of 3 to 5 individuals, undergoes strict selection and training due to the life-threatening nature of their task. The submariners must be prepared for the harsh, claustrophobic environment and the potential of being captured or drowning. The vessels often lack amenities and adequate safety measures, underscoring the tremendous risks these smugglers are willing to take. However, this particular submarine's journey came to a halt when U.S. authorities detected an anomaly on the open waters. A member of the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Monroe heroically leaped onto the moving semi-submersible during a high-speed chase, forcefully opened the hatch and apprehended the crew members. The viral video of the daring capture was lauded by the U.S. Vice President, Mike Pence, who praised the Coast Guard's extraordinary courage. But while this venture was thwarted, it served to highlight the escalating complexity of international drug smuggling. In recent years, hundreds of these narco-submarines have been intercepted, but the true number roaming the high seas remains unknown. Law enforcement continually adapts to these ever-evolving tactics, but the high-stakes game of cat and mouse continues, a testament to human ingenuity driven by the lure of immense profit in the dark world of illicit narcotics. Number 2. Ingenious reptile suitcases. Smuggling attempts aren't always limited to human vices such as drugs or diamonds. Sometimes they venture into the exotic realm of wildlife trafficking. Such was the case in 2002 when customs officers at Melbourne Airport in Australia made an alarming discovery. A 24-year-old man had arrived on a flight from Bangkok with 2 suitcases. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary until a random luggage check revealed a shocking secret. Concealed within false bottom compartments in the suitcases were 24 critically endangered tortoises, including Indian star tortoises and Hermann's tortoises, alongside various lizard species. The man's luggage was essentially a portable black market zoo, a chilling testament to the extent of illegal wildlife trade. The technique was deceptively simple but effective. The reptiles were carefully packed into socks and tape, enabling them to survive the long flight, and the false bottom compartments ensured they remained undetected during casual inspections. However, airport X-ray machines ultimately led to the discovery. The case drew international attention, spotlighting the severe issue of illegal wildlife trafficking. Australia, with its unique biodiversity, is particularly susceptible to such smuggling attempts. The perpetrator, whose intended profits were estimated in tens of thousands of dollars, faced severe penalties under the Australian Environment Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act of 1999. Number 3. Queen Bee and her drug-filled brood. A different kind of buzz surrounds this smuggling case that transpired in 2007. Cleverly camouflaged within a shipment of queen bees, An illicit cargo managed to cross international borders before being discovered. The shipment arrived at the Frankfurt airport from South America, reportedly containing several boxes of queen bees destined for a beekeeper in Belgium. However, German custom officials, noting inconsistencies in the shipment's paperwork, decided to inspect further. Upon opening the boxes, they discovered a mind-boggling surprise. Among the buzzing broods, numerous small containers were cleverly hidden. They were packed with cocaine, amounting to an impressive 14 kilograms, worth more than €1,000,000. The audacity of the smugglers was notable. They banked on the fact that custom officers, reluctant to upset or harm the bees, would be disinclined to inspect the boxes thoroughly. Moreover, the loud buzzing could potentially deter drug-sniffing dogs. Despite these sophisticated tactics, the perpetrators could not outwit the customs officials' vigilance, and the shipment was confiscated. This case not only highlights the inventiveness of smugglers, but also the constant need for customs officials to adapt and keep abreast of new smuggling techniques. Number 4. Secret compartments in shoes. Sometimes smuggling attempts become so infamous they trigger global security changes. Such is the case with the failed plot by Richard Reed, colloquially known as the shoe bomber. In December 2001, Reed attempted to detonate explosives hidden in his shoes during an American Airlines flight from Paris to Miami. Reed, a British citizen and member of Al-Qaeda, had hollowed out his shoes and packed them with plastic explosives. During the flight, he tried to ignite the explosive using a match, causing smoke and a peculiar smell that alerted the flight attendants and passengers. Quick thinking and courageous actions from the crew and passengers led to Reed's capture before he could detonate the explosives. The repercussions of this failed smuggling attempt were immediate and far-reaching. Almost overnight, checking shoes became a standard procedure at airport security checkpoints worldwide, a practice still in place today. Despite the plot's failure, it highlighted a terrifying new smuggling method, forcing aviation security agencies worldwide to rethink and bolster their security procedures. The shoe bomber's case underscores the fact that smuggling attempts are not only limited to smuggling illicit goods for profit, but can also be associated with sinister terror plots that threaten global security. Number 5. Hollow statues, concealed ancient artifacts. The smuggling of ancient artifacts is a lucrative black market, often overshadowed by the drug trade. However, the tactics employed can be just as creative. An illuminating example occurred in 2012 when Turkish customs officials intercepted a truck entering from Bulgaria. The truck carried a shipment of plaster statues, nothing ostensibly out of the ordinary. But upon closer inspection, the officials found the statues to be unusually heavy. X-ray examination revealed an astonishing secret. The statues were hollow, ingeniously packed with dozens of ancient gold coins. The coins, dating back to Roman and Byzantine eras, were of substantial historical and monetary value. The smugglers had hoped the banality of the statues would enable the priceless antiques to cross borders undetected. Once again, the vigilance of customs officials thwarted a sophisticated smuggling attempt. However, the incident highlighted the constant threat faced by cultural heritage worldwide, a potent reminder of the dire need for strict international laws and surveillance to preserve humanity's shared history. Number 6. Drug-infused clothing. The quest for smuggling innovation took a remarkable turn with the advent of drug-infused clothing. In 2012, Spanish police intercepted a package from Chile, an innocuous parcel containing 2 T-shirts. Upon inspection, something unusual caught the officer's attention. The weight and texture of the T-shirts were abnormal. A lab analysis was conducted, leading to an astonishing discovery. The T-shirts had been soaked in a solution of liquid cocaine, then dried before being packaged. This clever method had turned each T-shirt into a wearable drug vessel, containing about 1 kilogram of cocaine each. When washed in a specific solvent, the cocaine could be extracted from the fabric. This tactic of infusing drugs in clothing marked an innovative twist in drug smuggling techniques. However, the exceptional vigilance and attention to detail by Spanish customs officials led to the plot's unraveling. The technique demonstrated the endless creativity of smugglers, reinforcing the need for constant innovation and attentiveness by law enforcement agencies in their battle against the global drug trade. Number 7. Cocaine cast, the broken leg deception. The myriad forms in which smuggling takes place can indeed be baffling. A notable instance is the case of a 66-year-old Chilean man who arrived at Barcelona's El Prat airport in June 2009. Appearing to be an injured passenger, he had a cast on his leg. However, the vigilant officials noticed something amiss. The man seemed to be in little pain, and the cast looked peculiar. Upon further inspection, they discovered that the man's broken leg was a ruse. The cast was not made of plaster, but rather cocaine mixed with chemicals to give it the color and consistency of medical plaster. The audacious ploy involved nearly 4.85 kilograms of cocaine. In addition, the man had also hidden packets of cocaine in 6 beer cans and 2 hollowed-out stools he was carrying, making the total haul approximately 10.5 kilograms. This unusual smuggling attempt serves as an illustration of the lengths to which smugglers will go to transport illicit substances across borders. Despite their ingenuity, the sharp eyes of customs officials ensure many such plots meet their end at the border itself. Number 8. The art of counterfeit money printing. Counterfeit money smuggling is a perilous game. It strikes at the heart of economic systems, and those who dare venture into its realm face colossal risks. One of the most extraordinary counterfeit smuggling attempts unfolded in Colombia in 2005, a case so significant that it shook global financial security networks. The journey of the fake dollars began in a nondescript printing house in Bogotá, Colombia. This was no ordinary printing press. Instead, it was a focal point of Operation Sunset, a covert operation devised by counterfeit experts. Here, an estimated $41 million worth of high-quality counterfeit U.S. banknotes were produced. The counterfeiters left no stone unturned in ensuring the authenticity of their product. They used similar paper to that used in real money, included watermarks, and replicated color-shifting ink and security threads with incredible precision. The quality was so high that the forged banknotes could easily pass casual inspection and even fool some banknote checking machines. The smuggling strategy involved infiltrating the counterfeit money into the U.S. economy through a well-established network of couriers. They employed ingenious ways to conceal the counterfeit cash, from concealing it in magazine covers and wall paintings to hiding it within the lining of suitcases and even the soles of shoes. However, the vastness of the operation was its undoing. U.S. and Colombian authorities, having been tipped off about the massive counterfeit operation, launched a joint investigation that resulted in the seizure of $6.1 million in fake notes in Bogotá and $1.2 million in Florida. It was the largest seizure of counterfeit currency intended for smuggling into the U.S. in recent years. The investigation led to the arrest of 38 people, including the masterminds, and dismantling of the printing press in Bogotá. Despite their best efforts to infiltrate the American financial market with counterfeit money, the operation was thwarted. While it was a significant victory for law enforcement, the incident served as a stark reminder of the evolving tactics used in smuggling and the continuous threat they pose to economies worldwide. It underscored the crucial role of international collaboration in combating such illicit activities. Moreover, it highlighted the necessity for constant innovation in banknote design to stay ahead of counterfeiters. In the wake of such incidents, several countries, including the U.S., have introduced new notes with enhanced security features that are harder to replicate, showcasing the ongoing race between law enforcement and illicit actors. In the grand scheme of smuggling narratives, the art of counterfeit money printing stands as a testament to the potential implications of smuggling on a macroeconomic level. While most smuggling tales involve tangible goods like drugs, wildlife, or precious stones, this case reminds us of the broader, invisible landscape of smuggling, one where the crime seeps into the very fabric of our economic systems, disrupting financial stability and trust. Number 9. Tobacco-filled fake carrots. In the endless game of cat and mouse between smugglers and customs officials, the ingenuity of smuggling techniques often reaches astonishing levels. One such case occurred in 2013 when Moldovan authorities intercepted a truck at the Romanian border that was smuggling tobacco concealed in an unusual way, inside fake carrots. The smugglers had painstakingly hollowed out thousands of carrots and filled them with cut tobacco, then resealed them. The carrots, mixed in with ordinary ones in the truck, were intended to pass off as regular cargo during a cursory inspection. At first glance, the truck seemed to be carrying a simple shipment of carrots, a common sight at customs borders worldwide. The driver presented valid documents, and there was no reason to suspect any wrongdoing. But the eagle-eyed customs officials noticed something peculiar about the shipment. The carrots' weight was inconsistent, and some looked unusual. A closer inspection revealed the audacious smuggling attempt. The officials discovered that many of the carrots were carefully crafted replicas made of orange-colored paraffin wax. The hollowed-out interiors were tightly packed with high-quality cut tobacco. In total, the smugglers had attempted to transport hundreds of kilograms of tobacco concealed within these wax carrots. Tobacco smuggling is a major issue in many parts of the world, primarily due to high taxation on tobacco products, making the illegal trade lucrative. The fake carrot method demonstrated the smugglers' craftiness, capitalizing on the mundane to hide their illicit cargo in plain sight. This case serves as a quintessential example of the lengths smugglers will go to transport illegal goods across borders. It also spotlights the significant role of customs officers, whose vigilance and keen attention to detail often stand as the first and last line of defense against such creative smuggling attempts. However, while this attempt was foiled, it raises a critical question about the countless innovative smuggling methods that might be slipping through the net. This realization puts an emphasis on the importance of continuous training for customs officials and the integration of advanced technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning to aid in the detection of such illicit endeavors. In the grand tapestry of smuggling endeavors, the case of tobacco-filled fake carrots stands out for its audacity and simplicity, a stark reminder that smuggling is not always about the exotic or the high-value items. Often it's about the everyday and the ordinary, transformed by human ingenuity into vehicles of illegal trade. It reinforces the idea that the world of smuggling is not just a world of criminality, but also a world of creativity, resourcefulness, and resilience, albeit applied for the wrong ends. Number 10. Concealed ivory in timber. The illegal trade in ivory, driven by a demand for ornamental and medicinal products, has seen smugglers devise inventive methods to elude authorities. A prime example occurred in 2015 when Singaporean authorities intercepted a shipment of timber from Africa, revealing a dark secret hidden within. The shipment was registered as carrying timber logs. However, an X-ray inspection revealed anomalies inside several logs, arousing suspicion. Upon manually splitting open the suspect logs, officials uncovered a shocking discovery. Expertly concealed within the hollowed-out logs were ivory tusks. An astounding 3.7 tons of ivory, amounting to nearly 1,800 tusks, were extracted from the logs. It represented hundreds of slaughtered elephants, marking the incident as one of the largest ivory seizures in history. This elaborate ruse highlighted the devious extents to which smugglers would go to profit from the devastating illegal ivory trade. The incident also underscored the pivotal role of vigilance and technology in combating wildlife smuggling. Despite the smugglers' ingenuity, it was the officials' alertness and the effective use of X-ray scanning technology that ultimately unveiled the grim cargo hidden within the innocuous-looking timber. Number 11. The pigeon drug courier. In the annals of smuggling history, the use of animals is not unusual. However, the case of the pigeon drug courier stands out for its sheer audacity and clever exploitation of a bird's natural abilities. In 2017, Kuwaiti customs officials spotted a pigeon flying around their building in an unusual pattern. On closer inspection, they noticed the bird had a tiny bag attached to its back. The officials managed to capture the pigeon, and upon examining the bag, they found it contained almost 200 ecstasy pills. It was an ingenious use of a carrier pigeon's homing capabilities. The smugglers had likely counted on the bird's ability to cross borders undetected, bypassing regular customs checks. However, the pigeon's odd behavior and the unusual payload alerted the vigilant customs officials. This case marks a peculiar chapter in smuggling attempts, showcasing a unique blend of creativity, audacity, and the misuse of natural animal behavior. The thwarted attempt serves as a reminder that smuggling methods continually evolve, often pushing the boundaries of what we might consider possible in the sphere of illicit transport. Number 12. The cocaine cat. In a bizarre twist on drug smuggling, the world witnessed the extraordinary case of the cocaine cat in 2020. The incident occurred in Panama and involved the unlikely use of a feline courier to transport narcotics. The cat, a stray, was found near Nueva Esperanza prison with a pouch tied around its neck. The pouch contained an assortment of illegal substances, including cocaine, crack, and marijuana. The authorities suspected that the cat was being used to smuggle drugs into the prison. According to the theory, the cat was sent to the prison with the drug-laden pouch. It was likely attracted back and forth by food, becoming an unwitting participant in this illicit trade. However, the plan was thwarted when prison officials became suspicious of the cat's frequent visits and finally caught it for examination, revealing the concealed narcotics. This unorthodox smuggling attempt demonstrates the length to which criminals will go to smuggle illicit substances, even exploiting innocent animals in their operations. This case further reinforces the importance of vigilance and out-of-the-box thinking in preventing and detecting smuggling attempts, no matter how unusual or inventive they may be. It also emphasizes the critical need for continuous efforts to fight drug trafficking in all its varied forms. Number 13. The case of the smuggled diamonds in mobile phones. Diamond smuggling has a long, sordid history, driven by the allure of these precious stones. Smugglers continually devise innovative methods to elude authorities, as illustrated by a case in India in 2019. In March of that year, customs officials at Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi apprehended two men arriving from Hong Kong. They had declared nothing suspicious, but the officials decided to inspect their baggage due to their suspicious behavior. To the officers' surprise, they found a number of high-end mobile phones in the passengers' luggage. What seemed like a standard duty evasion case turned out to be much more when they noticed an abnormal weight to the phones. Upon disassembling the mobile phones, they discovered the real smuggled items, diamond crystals, expertly concealed within the phone's back panels. The diamonds, weighing around 500 carats in total, were of high quality and had been cleverly hidden to bypass customs. This audacious smuggling attempt serves as a testament to the creativity of smugglers and the crucial role played by alert customs officials in safeguarding countries' economic interests and enforcing international trade laws. Number 14. The ingenious fuel tank hideaway. Drug smugglers often turn to ingenious methods to hide their illicit cargo, pushing the boundaries of imagination and audacity. A striking example is a case from the U.S.-Mexico border in 2011. U.S. Border Patrol agents stopped a pickup truck for a routine inspection near the Texas border. Initially, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. However, upon closer inspection, they noticed the truck's fuel tank appeared larger than usual for that particular model. The agents decided to investigate further and discovered an elaborately constructed false compartment within the fuel tank. Concealed within were 80 bundles of marijuana, weighing around 75 kilograms in total. The drugs were wrapped in plastic and tape, presumably to protect them from the gasoline. This case highlights the lengths smugglers will go to transport their illicit goods, turning everyday objects into complex hiding places. The truck's fuel tank, an unlikely place for anyone to willingly reach into, made for an excellent concealment spot. However, the vigilance of the border agents ensured this ingenious attempt was thwarted, reinforcing the importance of keen observation and experience in combating smuggling. Number 15. Drug-stuffed roasted chickens. As smuggling attempts grow increasingly audacious and creative, a surprising case stands out from 2013 involving drug-stuffed roasted chickens at the Kotoka International Airport in Ghana. The accused, a Ghanaian woman returning from Sao Paulo, Brazil, seemingly carried nothing unusual. Among her luggage was a typical meal enjoyed by many, roasted chickens. However, suspicion arose from her uneasy demeanor and the fact she had traveled from a known drug trafficking route. Customs officials decided to inspect her luggage more closely. They were startled by what they discovered. The two roasted chickens she carried weren't filled with stuffing one would typically anticipate, such as herbs or bread. Instead, the insides of these poultry dishes concealed a different, much more sinister filling: cocaine. The woman had ingeniously utilized the roasted chickens to conceal approximately 3 kilograms of cocaine. Each chicken was expertly cooked and stuffed with the drug, then repacked to look like a regular, appetizing meal. It was a novel smuggling method aimed at bypassing airport customs, capitalizing on the ordinary and mundane to camouflage the illicit substance. However, despite the woman's creative subterfuge, the vigilance of Ghanaian customs officials prevailed. Their alertness, knowledge of trafficking routes, and attention to traveler behavior allowed them to spot the irregularity and thwart the smuggling attempt. The woman was arrested, and the drug-stuffed chickens were confiscated, averting a substantial quantity of cocaine from reaching the streets. This incident highlights the crucial role of human intuition and experience in the ongoing battle against smuggling. While technology undoubtedly plays a significant part in detecting illicit goods, the importance of well-trained, observant customs officials can't be underestimated. In this case, it was their astuteness and familiarity with trafficking indicators that allowed them to unveil the deception concealed within such an everyday item. Moreover, the case underscores the boundless creativity and audacity of smugglers. It illustrates their willingness to exploit virtually any means, no matter how ordinary or unusual, to transport illegal substances across borders. Whether it's roasted chickens or more conventional concealment methods, the goal remains the same: to evade detection and successfully deliver the illicit goods to their intended destination. The story of the drug-stuffed roasted chickens serves as a stark reminder of the evolving challenges faced by customs officials worldwide. It reinforces the importance of constant vigilance, adaptability, and ongoing training to stay one step ahead in this relentless game of cat and mouse. As long as there's demand for illegal substances, smuggling attempts will persist, likely presenting even more innovative methods in the future. This realization emphasizes the need for a multifaceted approach to combat smuggling, involving rigorous enforcement, advanced detection technology, and efforts to reduce the demand for these illicit substances. Only by attacking the problem from all angles can we hope to make significant strides in this perpetual struggle.